radar widget plugin work. Put the plugin folder into the plugins under the project folder. Now let's open the project. We go to the radar widget under the content browser. Under the blueprints, we find the example true UI blueprint. Here are many radar widgets, each has different shape, color, text and so on. We choose the first one to show the different properties on the radar widget, which we can control the appearance. We can change the triangle number. The radar shape changes accordingly, and a new dimension was created. We can change the max value. The inner shape changes accordingly. We can change the text size, so the label text can turn bigger or smaller. We can edit the angel offset, so the radar can rotate around the center. We can edit the border thickness of the inner shape outline and background shape outline. We can edit the dimension name and the dimension value and the number of dimensions. The inner shape changes accordingly. We can set the background shape color and opacity, and also the background line color and opacity. We can set the inner shape color and opacity, and also the inner shape outline color and opacity. And we can change the color of the label of dimension. And the color of the grid line. We can also set a background for the widget, and can set whether it's visible or not. We can also determine whether or not to draw the hover when play the game. We can change the font family, font material, and font size of the label. And other font style parameters. Now we create a level, and on the begin play event, we create our widget and add it to the viewport. and save the level. We click the play button, and now we can see what happened if we set the draw hover to true. The yellow hover info was shown on the widget. Then we set the draw hover to false and see what will happen. The yellow hover info was disappeared on the widget. Then let's look at what's in the new widget blueprint. Here is a radar widget and some sliders, checkboxes, edit text and button to control the radar widget in real time when the game is playing. The graph panel also includes the implementation of logic related to other components. Here we can see the radar-related interfaces. We edit the level blueprint, and in the begin play event, we create the blueprint and add it to the viewport. We play the game, and we can drag the slider to control the properties of the radar widget. We can change the inner color, underline color, label color, grid color, background outline color. And the number of triangles, the max value, the border thickness, the dimension value. The angel offset, the grid line count, set the background image and weather to show the background, set the label font scale, and the dimension text. And this is how the radar widget works. If you have any question, please let me know. Thanks.